Hey YouTube, Steve here with Vegas Westside Shooters, and we're going to do a video today on 38 Super ammunition. And the reason I'm doing this video is because when I purchased my Tanfolio Witness Elite Limited in 38 Super, I was told by the salesman at the store, we looked online at the manual, and also when I got the gun home I looked in the manual, and it says in there, no, you are not to use high pressure ammo. It says right here in the manual, I don't know if you'll be able to read this or not, underlined, the use of reloaded high pressure or hand loaded ammunition can be dangerous and will void the warranty. So I read high pressure ammo to mean plus P ammo, but the problem with 38 Super is that most of the ammo that you purchase actually says plus P. For example, this SIG Elite Performance says 38 Super Auto plus P right on the box there. Now, some of the other ammunition like this Fiocchi and this Arms Corps says nothing of the sort. It says 38 Super or 38 Super Auto. It doesn't say anything about plus P. So my assumption at the time was, okay, you can shoot those guys, but you can't shoot the SIG ammo. Well, I then did some research on the history of the cartridge of the 38 Super, and it turns out that SAMI, which is the governing body for ammunition manufacturers, essentially, in order to differentiate the 38 Super from the 38 Auto, the 38 ACP, designated it 38 Super Auto plus P and recommended that all the cases are head stamped with plus P. So it seems that all the 38 Super Auto ammo is plus P, and there's a guy who has a channel called Guns, Cars, and Construction. He has a couple videos on the 38 Super, and he actually called EAA, who told him, well, this is a blanket statement in all of their pistol manuals, and that they recommend against high pressure ammo. That's not specific for the 38 Super. So is 38 Super plus P and 38 Super Auto, is it all the same thing? It seems that that is probably the case. So what I'm planning on doing today is Luke and I are going to take this pistol out to the range, and we're going to shoot these three different ammunitions through the chronometer and get an idea of their energies, which should tell us if they're roughly running at the same pressures. I can't measure the pressure directly. I don't have the sophisticated equipment for that, but the energy coming out of the muzzle is a pretty good surrogate for that. So hopefully you stick with us as we head out to the range and answer this conundrum. All right, we're out at the range, and we're going to test these rounds through the chronometer. We're going to start with the Arms Corps 38 Super, then the Fiocchi, and lastly the SIG, which is labeled as plus P. Range is hot. $12.65, $12.58, $12.33, $12.63, and $12.84. Okay, next up the Fiocchi. $11.79. Error. All right, we're going to safe the gun. We reset the chronometer. Okay, this is the Fiocchi. $11.85, $11.97, $12.06. Okay, last, here comes the SIG plus P. $12.57, $12.47, $12.65, and $12.79. Okay, gun is cleared, safe is on, range is cold. Okay, so we're back from the range, and my little experiment there pretty much showed me that the ammo is all, 38 Super ammo is all pretty much the same whether they label it plus P or not, because the one with the highest energy was the arms core, which ran at an average of 1,259 feet per second. With a 125 grain bullet comes out to 440 foot-pounds of energy. I know that's a little hard to see. I did it with my regular pen. The SIG, which was the third one, was 1,257 feet per second average, and that was 439 foot-pounds for energy, so almost exactly the same as the arms core. And then the Fiocchi ran at 1,192 feet per second. It was a 129 grain bullet for 407 foot-pounds of energy. So the arms core, which is not labeled plus P, rendered the most energy, and the SIG was just under that, and then the Fiocchi was the least. So they're all on the same playing field, which proves to me that 38 Super Auto plus P is all the same pretty much stuff, whether it's called 38 Super, 38 Super Auto, or 38 Super Auto plus P, or 38 Super plus P. It's all running around the same pressures, and therefore probably all safe to use in my 10 folio Witness Elite Limited. And there you have it. So I hope this was interesting to anybody who runs 38 Super. It was certainly an eye-opener to me to see that the terminology is used sort of interchangeably, and also that 10 folio or EAA prints a standard operating manual for the firearms regardless of the caliber, and it's not always applicable to your personal firearm. But as always, it's a good idea to check with the manufacturer if you're not sure, and not to take any risks or use higher powered ammo than they recommend. And I'd like to give a little shout out to my friend at Guns, Cars, and Construction, who messaged me back and forth and made some of the phone calls, and appreciate it. And you guys should all check out his channel and his videos on 38 Super. So this is Steve from Vegas Westside Shooters, and thanks for watching.